In this video, I continue my bankroll challenge. Currently, we are sitting with $557 in the bankroll, and we are still playing 5 cent, 10 cent. Let's get into the hands. Okay, very first hand of the video. I am sitting in the hijack with King 10 offsuit. Here we can go either way with either opening or folding. I decide to open it up, and we see a call from the button. The flop comes down Ace Jack 3 with 2 hearts, giving us a gut shot straight draw and a backdoor flush draw. We decide to bet, and we see a call. The turn is the 9 of hearts, now giving us a flush draw as well. We still don't have a made hand. We can continue barreling here because we have just such a good draw. We bet 87 cents, and we see a call from the button. When the 4 of diamonds comes off, complete brick, we're sitting with a non-made hand, and I think we just have to go for the treble barrel here. Hope we can fold out a jack or worse. We are holding the king of hearts, which is probably one of the better hands we want, blocking the nut flush. We bet and we see a fold. Let's go, we get the bluff through. The very next hand at the same table, this time we get dealt king 6 of diamonds. With an open from the hijack, with only having to put in 2 more big blinds to see a flop, especially with a suited king, I love a call here. Flop comes down 10-10-3 with 2 diamonds, giving us a flush draw, which you love to see. We check, and they check back. The jack of diamonds on the turn gives us the king high flush, which we absolutely love. Here, we're going to check again, hoping that he will bet. He decides to bet 2.2 big blinds. And in this spot, I think we can just raise right away. Try and get as much money as we can. We choose the sizing of $1.14, and we see a call. When the turn comes off a 4 of diamonds, it's not the best card in the world, now that there's 4 to a flush, but I still think there's some value that we can get. Betting small here kind of gives us an out, because I don't see many people bluffing when there's a 4 flush on board. So we can bet small, and if he raises, we can comfortably fold. And the hijack decides to call with his queen high flush. You'll love it, getting absolutely maximum value there. Next hand, we are sitting in the cutoff with ace queen off. Slam dunk open here. We see a call from the big blind, and we see a flop of 8 deuce deuce. Not the best flop ever. I think this is an easy check. 3 of diamonds on the turn, really changing nothing. The big blind can have some kind of coordination with the board here, but ace high can be good a lot of the time as well, so we're going to just check it back. Now with the 6 of diamonds coming on the river, ranges are extremely wide here, so if he does put out a small bet, I think we have to call with our ace high, especially with a pretty good kicker. The big blind decides to bet out just under half pot, and like I said, I believe we just got to call down here. We do hit the call button, and he shows king jack offsuit. We take down the pot. You'll love to see it. So far, we have not lost a pot yet in this session. Let's see if we can continue the good luck. With a premium in the hijack, queens. Easy open, just a call from the cutoff, but that is totally all right. When the flop comes down 10-7-6, it is pretty coordinated, but we have an overpair, so I think we want to bet here. And we end up betting 4 big blinds. I would prefer betting even a little bit larger, considering that there are a lot of straight draws on this board, but we end up going with 4, and we see a call. The turn is a 4 of clubs, completing the rainbow. We still have an overpair, and there's a lot of other things that we can have value. Obviously, some straight draws have hit, but any 10 is going to be calling here, so we're going to keep on betting. The cutoff decides to call. And then the board pairs with the 7 of clubs. A little scary, but I don't feel like many 7s are going to be making it past the turn in this certain situation, so we don't have to worry too much. I would love to see us continue betting here. We end up going with a bet sizing of 24.7 big blinds, or $2.47, really trying to target any 10 in this situation. We see a snap call from the cutoff, and he decides to show king 10. You absolutely love to see it. The momentum continues. Okay, our last hand of the video. We have not lost a hand yet, so let's see if we can finish it off strong. Here we got king queen offsuit in the cutoff, and we're going to be opening this guy up. We see a call from the button, and we flop top pair. You'll love to see it. With a flush draw on board, we are definitely going to be raising this guy. We bet small because we want to keep a lot of his range in here still. Now, with the 2 of hearts on the turn, bringing in the front door flush draw, we are a little concerned, but not crazy, especially because we're holding the queen of hearts. So we're going to bet out for just, well, half pot basically. We immediately get raised though, and this is where we get put in a little bit of a tough spot. I don't think we can just fold to 1 raise, especially because we're holding the queen of hearts. We're blocking a lot of his flush draws. So I think we just gotta call the turn and assess the river. The river is the jack of clubs, which doesn't change too much. We're gonna check it to him and see what he wants to do with it. When given the option, he decides to bet $1.93, which is about half pot. We could fold here sometimes, but with a king, I don't think, it's just not a spot we're going to want to be folding all too often. We're going to get here with worse king sometimes, and since we have the queen of hearts, it's like the ideal blocker to all his good hands. You block the straight that came in, you block the flush that came in. You're not loving the spot, but I think this is definitely just a call. We put in the call, and he flips over ace 8 of spades for complete airball. No draws. He just decided, time to blast. So those are all the hands for the session. On the day, we ended up finishing at $579 in the account, which is a increase of about $22. Here's a look at the chart. As you can see, we were not really tested all day. We basically just went up and only up. Didn't really lose many pots. The chart says that I won about $27, but Rake ended up taking away about 5, which is pretty steep, but it's just what you got to deal with when you're playing online. Anyways, thank you guys so much for making it this far. I believe in the next one or the video after that, we're going to be moving up in stakes because I will be redeeming my Rake back. So I'm looking forward to that. If you guys want to see that, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.